Rather than roll for initiative in Call of Cthulhu, I simply order your dexterity values. So, could everybody give me those, please, to determine our combat order here?
You can't say please if you're ordering it.
Advance. I am not ordering anything. It's Trev and Jeb. It's out of my hands here.
Demanding. He just said ordering.
I think what he meant was like order of...
I know.
Okay. Clive has 60.
I have a 50.
Ruby's a 60.
I'm a 60 as well.
Okay, so how do we settle a tie? We decide amongst ourselves?
So highest will go first, and on a tie, it's based on your combat value. So who has the higher brawl value?
25.
25.
25.
Why are they doing this to us?
Who has the better dodge value? I don't know.
30?
30.
We all have 30. What? Who's the luckiest? Let's go with that. I don't know.
My luck is 30.
My luck is 85.
45.
All right, we're going Joe, Clive, Ruby, then Barnaby. Okay, that is the order, with Trev and Jeb slotting somewhere, let's see, at the bottom. Okay, Joe, you are first. So Trev and Jeb are between you and the exit to the morgue/jail. The party has basically just exited the morgue. You are standing behind, kind of next to David Green, who is, was waiting out there for you to finish up with these post-last rites. You have David Green's desk, with a few papers on the top of it between you and Trev and Jeb. Other than that, there's like this 15-foot little corridor of space between you. What you got?
How common are handguns in this type of scenario? Like, if I were to pull out a gun, are they also probably gonna have guns, or is it like I might be able to scare them off without shooting, more like intimidating?
Sure. The only person you've seen with any type of firearm on their person has been the sheriff since you've arrived. So I don't know, in Glasston specifically, from your experience, doesn't seem like it's very common. People certainly aren't walking around packing heat, in Glasston.
The wild Midwest.
And it does not look like Trev and Jeb have any weapons on them at all. They're just like completely covered from like head to toe. Like you can barely even see their faces, right?
Okay. I think Joe would do the, where did I? Like pats herself, grabs her. She's got I have a 22. I have a Derringer handgun. I'll whip it out, and I would like to shoot it at the ceiling and be like, get out! Don't mess with us! Like, more of a, not shoot to hit them, but shoot to scare them.
It's a good thing the police station's so far away.
and the sheriff loves us.
Okay, so rather than you attacking, we can consider this to be like a maneuver. And do you have like an intimidation type skill that you're learned in?
Anthropology, arts and crafts. I have a psychology. I have a 40% in psychology.
I'll let you use that for sure.
What's anthropology if not studying how humans have evolved to be scared of one thing or another?
That would be an 18. So that's a pass, correct?
That is a pass. Yeah, your psychology is 40%. So are you saying anything as you fire this Derringer into the ceiling?
Get out of here!
Oh my.
Don't come back now, you hear?
Oh, there's no reason for this.
Clive hits the dirt.
Yeah, Ruby is definitely hiding behind the desk.
I'm just trying to scare him.
Clive, you are next.
So I'm like on the ground, covering my head. I kind of like tentatively look up around to realize that it's Joe who blasted this hand cannon.
You know a Derringer is a tiny little gun, right?
Hand cannon.
Pop cannon.
You see the size of that thing?
Barely.
It's so tiny in my hand, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to kind of like look over, realize that it's Joe who fired the pistol, and then kind of like sheepishly like get up to my knees to look to see the reaction of Trev and Jeb. Do I see? Have they? I don't know mechanically if they can make like do anything because it's not really their turn yet. But
Is there any kind of hold your action in this game?
You can hold your initiative until someone else acts. You definitely can push it. So if you want to basically hold and decide what you want to do until Trev and Jeb do something, you definitely can. So you can put yourself to the bottom of the order. And yes, thank you for bringing that up.
yeah, I will. I think that's what Clive is. Would make the most sense for Clive. He's gonna hold his action, and if it looks like they're gonna start advancing on us, he's gonna get ready to defend himself and probably dodge. But at the moment, he's just gonna stay put.
All right, Ruby.
Ruby is hiding behind the desk. There's no need. There's no need for all this. Please, we must discuss what we have discovered. The sheriff doesn't know, or maybe she does know, but either way, we can't leave.
You want to do some type of persuasion as well here? We want to like pile on, intimidate, persuade, be nice, good investigator, bad investigator.
Just don't kill us.
Well, my persuade is a 30%, and I rolled a 44.
Okay, unfortunately, a fail. Okay, so you have taken some type of cover behind this desk. Barnaby.
So as soon as the gun goes off, I sort of jump back. I grab onto my chest for a moment as in shock and sort of jump back right the little hallway that for over the morgue. And I'll say, Trev, Jeb, I implore you, please just go away. I have no idea what she's going to do. So try to persuade.
Smart. I like it.
All right, so I have a persuade of 50 and I rolled a 97.
All right.
Isn't that almost a critical fail?
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing.
You're
Right?
Pretty close.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
close. Now, to remind everybody, you can attempt to push a roll by coming up with some type of addition to your action that may allow you to basically reroll, but a failure on that push roll, the failure could be more severe than what it normally would be. So is there something you can think of to perhaps allow you to push your roll in addition to you saying something to Trev and Jeb here?
I say that. I can't see their faces, but I get the impression that they didn't take me seriously. And so I look back and I point back at Joe and I go, trust me, I have no idea what she's going to do. Hopefully.
But after Joe's kind of shot and Clive is waiting for them to actually like do something, clearly one of them, like his eyes have kind of gone wide since the gunshot. They obviously haven't moved or done anything like that, but the little bit of facial expression you can read for sure. So clearly Joe's gunshot has done something. Doesn't seem like Ruby's plea has had any effect. Obviously, Barnaby, your initial plea doesn't seem like it's had any effect as you try to prop your case up a little more.
Did my terror leech onto them at all?
Perhaps that has contributed to Trev is the one that looks a little frightened.
Yes, note that down, Leland.
I will say if you clearly an effect has occurred on Trev at the very least. If you fail this push roll, it's going to reduce the effectiveness of Joe's firing. That's the more severe penalty to you pushing this roll.
All right. Well, that's an 88.
Oh dear. Awesome.
John.
So effective. My gunshot really got him.
Is it do anything the fact that the three of us are more scared than they are?
Okay, you're fine. Everyone's fine behind the desk here. So finally, Trev and Jeb at the bottom of the order are a little above Clive now, I guess, at this point. But Trev is the one who is tapping Jeb on the shoulder. I don't think we've got paid enough for this. Who knows what he's right. Who knows what she'll do? And then Trev kind of responds, look at the three of them. They're more scared than we are. This is an easy job. Who cares? We'll just wrestle the gun from her. And he kind of convinces Trev, and both of them will advance towards the party. Jeb steps right up to Barnaby. Trev steps up to Joe, and they will both attempt to punch either one of you. Again, to remind you, we haven't had combat yet this adventure, But now you're being attacked. Each of you can choose to either fight back or dodge. If you fight back, you have a chance to basically counterpunch. And then dodging, obviously, you can completely just mitigate the damage.
All right, so I think at this juncture, he's still going to be optimistic that we're going to be able to talk our way out of this. So he's going to do a dodge. Barnaby will.
Okay. Joe?
If I choose to fight, it's not with my gun, right? Or it is?
You at this range, now that he's right up to you, I'll let you fight back with your pistol. But keep in mind, you don't have the firearm skill, and you'll also be at an additional penalty die. So if you can punch normally, but for sure, if you want to shoot him, because if you think the pistol should do more damage, right?
Pistol whip him.
I would like to dodge, please.
Clonk him on the head with the pistol.
So you can, well, let's just see if Trev and Jeb hit. Now, because you are choosing to dodge, if they don't hit, it kind of doesn't really matter because it won't deal damage to you any. It would matter more if you were choosing to fight back, because then you compare the levels of success. So you might not even need to roll your dodge to potentially failure. 73 for Trev, which is a fail, and a 53 for Jeb. Yet another fail. So obviously Joe's firing has done something to them, as they're come up to you with the intent of lashing out, but they fail. Clive, you are now at the bottom of the initiative. What are you doing? You've seen clearly your attempts to deter them here have failed.
I don't exactly have a gun. What I was thinking before they attacked was I was going to throw my comb at whichever one looked the strongest to interfere with their attack, but they've already attacked now.
How big is your comb?
It's big enough. It's metal as well. It's sturdy.
I'll also point out here, so there is a thing about being outnumbered. Now, currently, you are not outnumbered. You are the ones who are outnumbering. So a creature or a person can only choose to dodge or fight back equal to the number of attacks that they can deal. You've seen now that clearly Clive and Jeb are only doing a punch on each of their turns. So once a creature has either dodged or fought back, subsequent attacks during that round on that creature are made with a bonus die. So you're literally to mechanics of overwhelming an opponent with multiple attacks. So currently, potentially, two of each of you could square up with each one of your opponents here and have that type of advantage.
I don't want to touch them. They're infected. I suppose they're like fairly covered in garments and whatnot. I'm going to try and pinch one of them. Maybe the one that's attacking Joe. We're going to do a pincer
See if
attack.
they're done.
Well, no, sorry, not like physically pinch. I mean like tactically pinch.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going to go up and pinch his cheeks
I'm going to
real
give him a
good.
little, I'm going to twist his cheek. Listen here, sonny.
Is there anything on the desk?
Just a smattering of papers.
Any paper weights?
You can give a paper cut.
Yes, there is a paperweight.
Oh, baby, yes.
The paperweight is basically a solid glass orb.
What's that? You said a brick cube?
A solid glass orb, and it has TWJ Co. basically like stamped into the glass.
Your
How
favorite thing.
serendipitous. I hope it breaks on this fella's head. Okay, I'm gonna pick it up and hurl it at the one who's attacking. Well, I guess whichever one like it makes the most sense from like line of sight perspective. If one is more blocked by a party member, I won't aim at that one. But if all things are equal, I'm gonna aim at the one attacking Joe because she has the gun.
You're literally throwing it. You're not using it as a melee weapon. Then, just because if you throw it, they can't fight back. They can only dodge. That's the only difference there.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it.
They will attempt to dodge should you land a hit.
I will pick up the infected glass globe. Okay, so I'm rolling 4 10-sided die, you said?
Wow, okay. If you want to roll 4 10-sided die, you will go to step 5 of this infection immediately.
So I got a 70%.
That is a miss, as this glass orb just kind of goes wide. Trev kind of like leans, one way or the other.
And what happens to the glass orb when it hits whatever it hits?
it smashed into the wall of the hallway and does just like explode in a shattering of glass.
Initially, Clive like starts to like grimace or frown that he missed, and then when it shatters, he turns that frown upside down.
As the orb impacts the wall and shatters, there's a clear physical reaction despite your miss that kind of racked through both Trev and Jeb. Almost like double over momentarily before asserting themselves again. They're clearly somehow were affected by this smashing of TWJ code glass.
Do we remember observing that when Joe smashed the mug in the diner?
You did not recall anyone in the diner. You know, Anna was in the back, I think, at that point, but you don't recall anybody reacting in that same fashion.
Noted.
But nobody was as far glassified as these two are, either.
That is perhaps a correct assumption. I can neither confirm nor deny.
And then I'm going to stay put. I'm assuming I could move if I want to, but I'm going to stay behind the desk.
Joe.
Can I do anything specific with my brawl action, or is it just like what it is, like a punch? What I would want to do is try to push someone.
Sure, we'll consider that a maneuver. If you instead want, in lieu of dealing damage, if you want to like push him on his ass to more easily move past him.
I think that would be worth a try.
For sure, yeah, absolutely.
If the group doesn't screw up my plans once again. My brawl is only 25.
Give me a brawl, give me a brawl like normal.
39, so that is a fail unless I push it. Push the push.
Combat rolls cannot be pushed.
Ooh, okay.
Trev is going to attempt to fight back, however. He does fail his fight back, so you don't get any damage as he tries to counter your push here. Do you still want to try to move and get past them?
Yeah, I might as well.
You'll be able to like kind of hop over the desk if you have to. You can attempt to leave. Do you want to like basically sprint for the door, or you just want to position yourself behind them? What's your intent?
Behind them to pinch them. As Clive likes to call it.
Okay, so you go and you attempt to push, and Trev kind of, he's like you're pushing against a wall. He doesn't move as he tries to come around and clock you with a counterattack, missing as you kind of like get under him and then maneuver yourself around behind him. Now you are between them and the door. Ruby.
Can I pick up the desk chair and threaten to smash it on one of them?
Yeah, for sure. You don't actually want to smash, you want to continue to try to intimidate?
I'm going to pick up the desk chair.
Listen to me. I don't want to hurt you, but I will. We cannot leave the town. There is an infection. Everyone here is sick. Everyone! Except Clive. Everyone is sick. We can't leave.
Clive probably will be too soon, though. Just let us go!
All right, give me a persuade. That was very convincing to me.
I rolled 2 zeros and a 7. Why is it so hard to interpret these dice?
I've always struggled with percentile dice. So is that a 7 or a 700?
700!
That is 7.
So I rolled a 7 and my persuasion is a 30.
That is a success. Again, you seem to be affecting Trev. Trev seems to be the more trepidatious one of the two. Now with like Joe behind him, you brandishing the chair in front of him, he kind of has his hands up almost like in a surrender kind of motion, and he's like kind of glancing over at Jeb, kind of waiting for his cue basically. Barnaby.
I think what I'll do at this point is I'll get in that 1920s boxer stance where you got the two hands, one behind the other, and your legs are sort of spread apart like, you know, the old boxing. And I'll go, now I don't want to do this, but I'm afraid I can hurt you pretty bad. So I'm using my brawl skill.
And he's gonna try to fight back for sure.
Okay, I have a 75. brawl, and I rolled a 62, so that's a regular success.
Okay, he did not succeed on his fight back, so you just deal your damage.
1d3, which is going to be a 2, plus my damage bonus of 1d4, which is a 1, so that would be 3 points of damage.
As you make contact, you like sock him into the gut, and it's not like back in the ring days. Even a fighter that is tensing up, anticipating a blow, what you're hitting feels much harder than that. And you hear like the soft little like crunching sound as you make an impact, like the crunching of glass. And they do have an armor value, so does it reduce that damage by 1 because of their glass armor? So they does only take 2 damage.
Sorry to say it, he's got a glass jaw then.
Well, he's got a glass gut at least. Good hit though.
Okay, and can I take like 2 or 3 steps back?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Trev and Jeb. Jeb is like reeling from your punch. Trev is like looking over to the Jeb again with Ruby brandishing the chair. Jeb, look, let's calm down here, Jeb. Maybe they'll come with us willing. I mean, the sheriff had to have heard that gunshot. She's gonna be on her way anyways. Look, listen, you want to deal with us or you want to deal with the sheriff?
We need to talk to the sheriff. We need to tell her what's going on.
No. We're supposed to take you to Mr. Winters. You're coming with us of your own will or by force.
Listen, Mr. Winters is why y'all are made of bony glass and shattering. Like, come on, fight Mr. Winters with us. This town is in trouble.
You don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Winters is the only thing that is keeping us semi-human. Look, you can come with us. We'll blindfold you. We'll take you where we're supposed to take you, and then you can see Mr. Winters then.
You ain't blindfolding us.
Then I guess you're leaving us with no choice.
As much as I hear what you're saying, I think the authorities should be involved in this.
Mr. Winters is the authorities.
So then, what good is the sheriff?
You idiots aren't getting this. And they will advance towards... So Trev advances towards Ruby with the chair.
Wait.
Jeb continues towards Barnaby. They will both attempt to knock you guys out. Trev gets a 41 with a brawl of 60, so that is a success. What do you want to do, Rube? You going to dodge, fight back?
I will hit him with a chair.
Okay, so you're going to fight back. So I probably shouldn't have given you their result yet before you decided, but I will tell you now, though, that you already have their result. It's a regular success. For you to fight back, you need a hard success to be successful in your fight back. You need to exceed their level of success with the fight back. If you dodge, you only need to meet their level of success.
No, I got the chair. I'm gonna fight back.
All right, I like it.
I'm not gonna be taken blindfolded anywhere without a fight. 41.
Okay, you needed a 12 or lower.
Yeah.
All right, so Trev just winding up as you are like swinging your chair, like both of you coming at each other at the same time. He kind of sidesteps slightly, cocks you right in the chin for 1 hit point of damage, and he's rendering you unconscious. So he's basically like conking you over the head. Everyone you see, just Ruby kind of just drops to the floor, unconscious, chair, falling at her side. And then Jeb's going to try to do the same thing to Barnaby.
I'm going to fight back.
You're fighting back. Okay. Jeb got a extreme success.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, pardon me, a hard success.
All right, so I have to get an extreme success?
You need an extreme success. Yeah, he was very close. He needed a 12 for his extreme. He got a 16.
My extreme is a 15, so let's see what I can do. That's an 83.
So close.
Okay. Again, then Jeb just finds that spot for Barnaby right over the head. So Barnaby, you take 1 hit point of damage and are unconscious now. You're not dying or anything like that. You've just been rendered unconscious. Clive.
Clive is stressed out right now. His friends are dropping like flies. I'm going to continue with my original plan before I had the globe that I threw. I'm going to try and do a bit of a pincher pincer attack on the one that's attacking Joe, and kind of like come up from behind and punch him in the back.
David Green is cowering in the jail. Both doors are closed. You can just see him kind of looking through the window of this door.
Don't they give guns to their morgue technicians here?
Well, if they did, you could be assured that they'd be using them on you.
I'm glad they don't give guns to their morgue technicians. The one that I would have an advantage on. 90 and a 30. So the 30 would be the one I would take, so I got a 37.
Okay. And unfortunately, your
fail.
brawl is a fail because it's 25%.
Yeah.
But again, Jeb has already tried to fight back, so he can't do that to you. So no level of success at all. Okay, Joe. Just you and Clive are conscious here.
I don't know what to do because it seems like obviously they're gonna.
Shoot him in the face!
Yeah, but I don't want to kill people. But like, my plan was to stay in this town, like to learn moonshine. I'm serious. You better leave me and my friends alone now. And I will again shoot I would like to shoot very close to I forget which one I ran by, but like their foot. Like I would like to aim like inches of their foot.
Dance, Trev!
I will tell you that after this exchange and this kind of calm and then again into the attacks, it's very clear to you that your constant attempts at reasoning with them are failing.
I would like to shoot the closest one in the foot.
Okay, sure. Okay.
And I don't have firearm, right? So that means
I'll let you use the firearm skill with a penalty die. So you can roll 2 of the 10, the double number, and take the higher value of whatever the them together is.
77. Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah.
That's not gonna do. You do successfully put a bullet next to their foot, though. However.
And the 2 that are down, are they like I could move to them?
Yeah. You can get to them for sure.
I'll move to the closest person down, to sort of stand over them, I guess, and protect them.
I would say if you wanted to wake them up, you could do a first aid check. Barnaby unconscious, Trev and Jeb now. Trev is like kind of jumped away from your shot, still seemingly a little hesitant, but again, Jeb has to like urge him on, and they will attempt to. Trev will punch Joe again, same kind of thing. Knock you out. Joe, you can choose to attack back or dodge.
Dodge, please.
Go ahead and roll your dodge because Trev got a 31, which is normal success.
Frick, I failed. 66.
Okay, you get clobbered over the head again. You take 1 hit point, rendered unconscious. Clive, the only one still standing. Jeb's going to do the same thing to you. You want to dodge or fight back?
I think I'm going to fight back. This is life or death here.
You're rolling. Make me a brawl roll.
So I failed. 45.
Okay, well, he also failed to hit you. You are next, Clive.
I'm going to reluctantly swing at this infected individual.
Listen, buddy, you're the only one left. Just come with us.
I'm not going down without a fight. 67. Fail.
And his fight back is a 29, which is a success.
Uh-oh.
So he's going to deal damage to you. You take 6 points of damage as he counterattacks you. Which, well, I don't know, what is that equal to or higher than half your HP total?
I take a major wound.
You are majorly wounded, yes. All right, so just tick that you have taken a major wound. If you are reduced to 0 hit points with this major wound, then you will enter the dying condition. That was only on the attack back, but Clive, after you've just taken this hit on the chin here, the morgue door opens and Sheriff McKay walks in. She's holding a double-barrel shotgun, and she's just looking around. And she will draw down on you and fire at you, Clive.
What? At me?
Yes, that's you.
It's self-defense. It's nice knowing y'all.
You can dodge. You can choose. You can dodge. You can't obviously fight back against a firearm, but you can dodge.
I'll dodge.
I will say, because you are in melee basically with Jeb, if the sheriff misses, she will hit Jeb. That's how that works in Call of Cthulhu. But she's pulling one of her 2 triggers on this double barrel shotgun.
34. Ruh-roh. She's got rubber pellets in it, right?
With her, it's a beanbag. With her shotgun, she actually needed a 70% and got an 81. So Jeb takes the pellets into his back. He's definitely within 10 yards, so he's going to take full 2d6 damage. He takes 8 damage. You hear more like it's like something impacts on glass, like quick little shatters of glass as he takes the pellets to his back. Reduced by 1, so he takes 7. That is more than half or more than his total HP. He is immediately fallen on the ground. I did forget, you actually have to make a Constitution saving throw. You have to make a Constitution check when you take a major wound. So go ahead and do that for me now, Clive.
Okay, so 40's the number. 62.
Oh.
So that's a fail.
So you actually lost consciousness for Jeb's initial punch. So let's just say, as you know, the sheriff is coming in, she's unloading as you were falling unconscious with your major wound.
I'm Neo in the Matrix.
But just in a short enough amount of time to see Jeb take the same thing. He gets hit in the back as the sheriff comes in. As everything fades to black, Clive, you see the sheriff begin to step towards the party. Everything, and then dark.
I pass out with a little bit of a grin on my face.
So you've gone unconscious. With a major wound. Here's what you do.
Bet you're wondering how I got here.
Now your hit points didn't fall to 0 though. You each regain consciousness in what looks like some type of storage room or housing room. A number of hours later, Clive, you've been kind of bandaged up a little bit since you're the one that really only suffered actual damage. In addition to, like, you know, your headaches from being knocked unconscious, Clive, you can now hear a buzzing sound. Like just like how how Barnaby has described it to you, like this constant buzzing. The rest of you no longer hear that sound, but immediately it's like you're itchy, almost like all over.
Oh, that's worse.
Each of you have very clearly started to develop a rash in numerous spots, like almost like breaking out in hives. Your rash is, you start to scratch it. It's like it's painful to the touch and tender, but you just have to itch it. You've been deposited into the middle of this open room. You're coated in this type of dust, some type of mixture that you've been dropped in the middle of. Ahead of you is a set of double doors that clearly leads into some other larger building. You can kind of hear the sound of like machinery turning, almost inaudible, from muffled behind that door somewhere. Off to your left, there's a set of stairs that descend down to another door. To your right, there's 3 large bays, like housing bays, like if you were where you go to like get gravel, to like a gravel pit, like get all the different types of dirt, kind of separated into big, with like concrete dividers separating them. There are 3 distinct substances kept here. One is labeled sand, the other is labeled limestone, and then the third is labeled K dust. Now the sand and the limestone are easily recognizable. The K dust looks very strange. If anybody has science geology, you can
roll that for me now. What about chemistry or pharmacy?
No.
No, I don't.
No.
Then none of you have any knowledge, really even, clearly what you've been placed into is some type of mixing area. And you're amidst like combination of these 3 substances. The only thing that really differentiates the K dust from like the limestone is it gives off like sparkles and refractions of colors, nearly identical to the types of like the refractions you saw on Trev and Jeb on their at their collars kind of thing across the street, as same as the light kind of hits and plays on some of the TWJ super jars. There's a similar coloring and sparkling, basically.
Are we in the room by ourselves?
All four of you, yeah, you're in here by yourselves. You're not tied up or anything either. You've just been kind of put into this dust.
I sort of get up, sort of try to start getting the dust off of my skin and and rubbing my head. I knew I should have got on the bus. I just should have left. What have you gotten me into?
No, you couldn't leave. We're all infected. We've been infected this entire time.
I don't think I'm infected because I don't hear no humming no more, so...
But are you itchy? We've progressed.
I'm always itchy, girl.
Do you have a rash?
Oh, that ain't really out of the usual either.
Yes, I have developed something here.
Barnaby, we can't leave. We can't risk spreading this to others. We are all infected and contagious, potentially. The man in the morgue, he died from this, as we shall as well if we don't find a cure.
You saw Trev and Jeb. They were already transformed into some kind of glass creatures. We need to get out of here. We need to go see the doctor as soon as we can. Where's the door?
Why don't you just pray for us, Reverend, or what, priest, pastor?
Yes, let's pray. That may be our only hope.
We'll pray as we look.
Yes, I think we need to make better use of our time, and I am also now hearing the ringing in my head, so it's all of us.
Oh no, Clive.
We're doomed.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What? Let's check these doors over here.
But you didn't drink from the glass.
No, but I touched that globe that had TWJ Co. printed on it.
Is there... It would be interesting to see if the rash develops on your hand first.
Oh yes, I can't wait to find out.
Believe we have it all over us now.
Clive walks over to the double doors and just listens for a moment, kind of like almost puts his ear against it, I guess, and then will, is it like a turny handle or like a push-pull handle?
It's a large double door with two kind of turning handles on them. It does seem like it is locked, and amidst that dust too, as you've moved to this door, you can see there are cart tracks and dozens of footprints within this dust as well, so clearly some type of traffic goes into and out of this room, what seems like on a regular basis. And what you can hear is again just sounds of like kind of machinery, like turning and cranking. You don't hear any voices or anything out there. Why doesn't everybody give me a listen roll if you have it as well?
I don't.
I do.
Should we do it with disadvantage?
Sure.
I have 40%. I rolled a 47, so fail for Clive.
I don't have the skill, but yeah, my roll failed. 60.
I also failed.
So my listen is a 60. I rolled a 66, but can I do something to push it? Or use luck?
Yeah, if you want to spend 6 luck points outright, or if there's something you want to do to push it. I mean, you see Clive is kind of up against this door. If you wanted to also press your ear up against the door here or move further back into this room, this is less of a specifically on the other side of this door, but in general to your surroundings that you're listening to. So what do you want to do?
I will just use luck and I will succeed. Just.
Okay. So in addition to all of these kind of factory sounds that all of you can hear, Ruby, you pick up on pretty distinctly the a tapping sound, like if you were tapping a glass on like a stone surface, like a soft little tink tink tink. It doesn't seem like it's coming from the double doors. It is coming from the stairs that lead down to a single door.
Listen, do you hear the tapping?
And I'll start walking towards it.
Tap, tap, tap. This way, come here.
I'll follow her, kind of like straining to try and hear what she's describing.
Great, now we're hearing things. I don't hear anything.
Shh, Joe, I'm trying to listen.
And Ruby, as you move towards those stairs, it does seem to get louder. And at the very top, once you all hit the top of this short flight of stairs, you can all hear this tapping sound.
Here, it's louder.
Does it sound like it's very close by, like we're about to stumble upon it, or is it just like echoing from a distance that's loud enough for us to hear?
Well, it just sounds like it's coming from somewhere on the other side of this door.
Does it sound like it's a consistent tap, like a machine or something maybe somebody's doing? It's not constant.
It sounds semi-erratic, so it's not something that is like a tap, 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 like nothing like that. It almost sounds like in amidst the tapping now, you can kind of also hear like a footfall. So it's almost like someone is pacing with whatever this sound is.
I'd like to try the door handle.
Wait, we don't want to go in there if there's somebody in there. Let's go to the other doors.
I'm not going in. I'm just seeing if it's locked. So like very, very gingerly and slowly, I just want to see if there's any give in the handle.
This door is also locked.
Joe, can't you, pick locks or something?
Yes, it seems like the door is locked.
Is that the locksmith skill?
It sure is there, Joe.
There we go. Yeah, I got a 60% in lockpicking. I'll give it a try.
Gonna give her a try, yeah.
I don't hear anything, but well, give me 1 sec.
Well, while she's doing that, I want to look around and see if I can find like a crowbar or something. In case somebody comes busting out of this door, I want a weapon.
Sure, yeah. And what you can find in this room are actually some shovels.
Okay.
Clive will grab one as well.
I would like to pull my lockpicking kit out of somewhere like my cleavage or something awkward.
You do keep an awful lot of stuff in there.
I rolled a 24, so the door opens.
Yes, it absolutely does. And as you kind of hear very quickly, deftly and expertly, does Joe quickly open this door. Once it swings open, beyond it you see 6 large cells line the walls of this kind of rectangular room. They look like they've been kind of pieced together from like scrap iron, formed into iron bars, and the strange like glittering K dust is strewn kind of across the floor in here as well. Like it's just tracked everywhere, it seems. And there's a light from a dangling bulb in this room, again sending refractions amidst this dust. 5 of the cell doors, 5 of the 6, are left ajar and are empty. One still is firmly shut. Behind this 6th cell is a figure, a woman. Parts of her look transparent. She's almost composed entirely of glass. Basically, one, like from the knee down, one leg has not yet turned to glass, and a portion of one arm, but the rest of her seems like she's this like a life-size figurine almost, moving in motion. However, clearly the sound of the pacing back and forth. Through this transparency, you can see her organs and bones still inside of her, right? It's almost like the skin of which has been turned to glass above the rest of her internal organs. On her head, like a single chunk of hair still clings to a small piece of remaining flesh. She'll quickly stand up, seeing that the door opens, like move to the bars, and like you hear the clinking of her glass against as she grasps the metal. Who's there? Hello? Could each of you make me a sanity roll, please, seeing the state of this woman?
My sanity is 45. I rolled an 11.
Clive rolled a 21 out of 50.
Ruby has a 47 and she rolled a 22.
Well, Joe rolled a 94. So, Joe, get smacked with some insanity.
I think Ruby's too fascinated to be scared.
Okay, well, those of you that succeeded in your sanity roll still lose 3 sanity points. Joe, you lose 6. So you have lost 5 or more sanity points as a result of 1 sanity roll. You are hit with a bout of temporary insanity.
Oh, that's all we need. Joe going insane.
Can you make me an intelligence roll now? If you recall from our previous play of Call of Cthulhu, this intelligence roll you actually want to fail, ideally.
Oh, my intelligence is pretty high. It's 70. So let's see.
Give me that roll.
24.
Oh, no.
Okay, so had you failed this roll, like failing this roll is like you basically suppressing and repressing what you're seeing, blocking it out of your mind, but you are intelligent enough to understand exactly what you were seeing. You understand clearly you are seeing the final stages of whatever this sickness is that you are all afflicted with. So could you roll me another d10, please?
8.
Okay. Your temporary insanity lasts for 8 hours.
Oh my gosh. No.
You meant to say minutes.
The effects of the temporary insanity begin immediately and last for 1
What
d10
if Joe
hours.
is insane and becoming more insane makes her more sane? You know what I mean? Like,
Ah.
That would explain a lot.
yeah. I'm like calm, collected. Let's play it that way, huh?
Like, is there anything we can do to try and shake her out of this, or we just got to ride this out?
You're gonna have to ride this out. So effectively, what this means is like, I essentially get to decide what Joe does. Like, you are, I'm not gonna take full control from you. Which, you know, in some other instance, maybe we could be like, okay, we're jumping ahead 8 hours to after events are unfolding here. Basically, I'm gonna let you continue to play Joe, and I will interject when I think that a decision you may want to make needs to be a different decision, or if I need to add a decision. And if you also want to contribute to some type of maddening decisions, please, I'm all for that as well.
I think I'll just play her a lot more impulsive and
Sure,
weird.
absolutely. I don't want to take full control from you, so yes, but do not be surprised if I interject with something that will affect the party negatively. All right, this woman has called out to the 4 of you.
Oh, good lord. Oh, and I sort of go into the room. Oh, what is your name? What happened?
My name is Gloria. I've been locked away here for, I think, weeks. Who are you? You're not foremen. You're not workers.
I'm Joe! And I put my arms out to try to give her a big hug, but very slowly in case anyone wants to stop me. Nobody wants to stop me. Okay, I give her a big hug. Like, I
She's in a cell,
Behind,
right?
she's behind bars.
She is behind bars, but if you want to, like, reach through the bars, okay.
Yes.
And, I mean, she doesn't really move. As you kind of get in there and wrap your arms around her.
I try.
She is, like, a little taken aback, but seems to welcome, like, the touch of actual flesh.
Is there a lock on this?
Her cage is locked. Yeah, do you want to try to locksmith this one too?
I got a lock pick. Might as well.
Only a few weeks?
Yes, I thought I would starve. They don't feed me. They don't give me drink. But I clearly, in my state, I don't need any of this.
In what condition were you when you were first put in here, compared to how you appear now?
Well, there was a humming, and then rashes, and then glass, and now it's everywhere. I was a cleaning lady here at the factory.
So when they first put you in here, you had only just started hearing the humming?
Well, yeah, along with a few others, but I've started progressing almost 4 times as fast as everyone else. It seemed much more quickly. I don't understand it, and the rest of them by this point, fully glass. They don't even have minds. They can't even speak. I haven't spoken to somebody in so long.
there's others like you?
What day do you think this is? Like, what day is weeks ago? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, she will give you a date that is like 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, she's not like thinking it was years ago.
No, it does seem like
okay.
her tracking of time does seem fairly accurate. Yeah, absolutely.
So if that is when her symptoms began, and she's progressing maybe faster than we will, we still may only have 2-3 months at most.
You're infected as well.
Everyone in this town's infected. This is...
Don't listen to him. I feel great.
What is it, Elias, that put you in here?
Yes, and his foreman. They put all of us in. Look, there's dozens of us. They're mindless workers now.
Do they look like you?
Worse.
Oh, I didn't know that was possible. No offense. I'm sorry.
Listen, my friends are being so mean. You look great, honey.
Look, if you worked here, you know the way out. If we let you out, can you show us?
Sure, but the grounds are guarded all along the perimeter. We'd have to get to the front gate.
Who's guarding, and are they also showing signs?
I assume so. The foreman, I don't know how they aren't turned into this either. I don't understand any of this. I don't understand why I'm different. I don't get it.
Do they have some sort of special suits or clothing or like a hazardous material get-up of some sort?
Nothing that I've seen. I have overheard a few of them talking about meeting with Mr. Winters.
Now, what did your job entail that maybe made you progress so quickly? Were you, like, licking the stuff or, like, using a vacuum and breathing it in or something? Have you thought about that?
It's the only thing I've thought about. I don't know. This dust is everywhere, and it gets... Anybody that touches it develops symptoms.
Is there a way to an office? A place with a window? Somewhere we can sneak out the back?
Well, I certainly know where the director's offices are.
We can't leave her here. And I want...
No, pick the lock.
I want to pick the lock, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I want to push it. I rolled 70.
Maybe we, need to talk to Mr. Winters himself.
I'm willing to do anything at this point.
If you're going to see Mr. Winters, then I'm coming with you. I have many things I need to say to him.
Yeah, let me get her out of here. Let me concentrate. I'm going to roll a second time.
Yeah, if you want to grab like some type of tool or something, you can definitely find it.
Oh my gosh. Well, 69, which
Nice.
both are above 60, so...
No.
As you are pushing your roll here, your tools snap off in the lock of the cell, completely jamming it.
Son of a gun!
What have you done? What have you done?
I was trying to save you, girl. I'm sorry.
Is there a crowbar? Perhaps?
As Uncle Joe says, shit happens.
Stand back! And I take the shovel and try to knock onto the lock. Or is it like a physical lock there, or is it just like part of the...
Yeah, it's like on the gate like you would expect like a prison cell to be like.
Stand back! And I swing the shovel. Would you like a brawl or
Sure, I'll let you brawl with a negative die.
That's a 54 and my brawl's 75.
Okay, yeah, as you are smacking on this, you loosen whatever metallic debris, tool debris are in this lock, freeing of it. Doesn't open the cell, but you've now made the lock functional again, also making a lot of noise.
There, the lock's cleared out. Try again. Do you have something else there in your cleavage?
Quick.
That is inappropriate.
Gloria's head hangs. I miss cleavage.
Sorry.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'm not sure I ever want to see cleavage again.
That is rude.
Calm down. Things are not
Let's
that
not
bad.
get hysterical here.
Yeah, Joe, do you have another lock-picking set? Can you try again? Quickly. We're making a bunch of noise here.
You can try again, Joe. You can try again.
All right, let me one more time. Yeah, no, this lock sucks at 79. I think I messed it up.
I think it's working correctly for its purpose.
Well, yeah, my lock picking set sucks. The lock, I guess, is doing its job. Yeah.
Listen. At least you tried. I'll give you directions to Mr. Winter's office. Maybe he has something in there, that a key or something. I know the foreman carry them. They'll be in the factory proper. You'll have to avoid them moving through the building.
Yes, we made a lot of noise here. We need to get going. Where do we go?
And she will describe to you. So you will have to go through that set of locked double doors into the main factory area. Basically, along the right kind of wall of it, you can fall. She's like traces a line in the dust for you, like a brief little sketch, and then through a far side door into the administrative side of the building, up another flight of stairs where there's a collection of offices for all of the board of directors and the CEO. She gives you all those directions. Please don't forget me. Come back for me.
Of course we'll be back. Come on, let's go. I grab the shovel and head out to the door.
Okay, you have to go back up those stairs, and we'll need another locksmithing on this double door.
Come on, roll it like you mean it.
81. What the frick is happening?
Push it.
Pushing it to the limit. Oh, 56. So that's a pass.
You can push it with a bit of a brute force this time, and again causing noise and a racket as these doors swing open. And as you enter into this larger area, you see the night shift. There's windows high up above the 40-foot walls of this factory, so you can see that it is sometime at night now, where you were rendered unconscious in the morning hours, right? So it is far past sunset at this point. Around you, kind of slaving away in front of open, blazing furnaces, it looks like there's nearly 100 of these factory workers. They've been fully corrupted by whatever this sickness is. Their skin is completely transparent and replaced, this blue-green glass flickering and reflecting from the furnaces here, exposing the muscle and the bone and the guts. You've seen this with Gloria here already, so you don't need to make another sanity roll, but it is just unnerving, completely unnerving seeing this many glass people. On a kind of a catwalk above that kind of runs the perimeter, you do see they look clearly like a couple of foremen up or milling about there. There is an office as well that kind of overlooks the factory floor. Clearly people in there. You spot about 4 total of these foremen. They do not look completely glassified. They look relatively normal. They are also kind of in longer sleeved clothing as well. You can kind of hear with the doors open, barely above the noise of the factory, they're conversing. So they're clearly able to speak to each other, unlike how Gloria described the general factory workers here. And it's clear that they are all making glass. They're smelting the mixture of the sand and the limestone and this K dust, and an assembly line of molten glass being poured into molds and forming the TWJ Co jars. At one end of a conveyor belt, they're just monotonous workers, almost like robotic, packing jars into cardboard boxes and lining them in a box of a dozen kind of in lined boxes and packing things up. You've yet to be spotted, but again, you've caused some noise. And the closest factory workers, they're within 20 feet of you. They don't seem to pay attention to you at all. Seems like the only risk of drawing attention is from the foremen themselves. And that conversation you could hear going kind of is cut short as you hear one say, wait, what was that? Did you hear that? Was that something? What's going on?
Is there boxes or crates right there by the door where we're at, or something we can sneak behind quickly?
Yeah, there's plenty of machinery and furnaces that you could scamper behind and basically weave through. Like, the factory floor is just like littered with people and machinery and smelters. There's plenty of places for you to hide if you want to make some stealth checks here to basically get away from this open door.
I think I just reach back to whoever's behind me, grab their shirt, and go, "Come on!" and run to the nearest box and sort of crouch down behind it.
Yeah.
Same.
I will scurry in stealth.
I will grab whoever's behind me and say, "Come on," and run behind the boxes.
I think Jo would be slower to react with her insanity, potentially.
Yeah, I'm going to say, Jo, you are very drawn to the nearest glass thrall here and this mixture that they are starting to heat up. And, like, you're drawn to the heat from the furnaces as well.
What are you doing, Jo? Grab Jo! Grab Jo!
It's so warm. It feels so good. Oh, brother.
I'm gonna try to reach out and grab her shirt, sort of do the Scooby-Doo sneak thing over to behind her, and then grab onto her and try to pull her back.
Yeah, I will help as well. I'm gonna try and grab hold and wrestle her over to safety.
All right, so 3 of you can make me a stealth. Jo, what exactly? Talk to me. Tell me, what would the temporarily insane Jo do in this instant?
Say something.
Say something. I'm giving up on you.
How many people? Sorry. Remember.
You've drawn attention of 2 of these foremen up on a catwalk above you, about 40 feet away, probably.
I'll just kind of like look up to them. Hey, what you doing up there?
Oh, come on.
All right, so the rest of you are hiding, yes?
You're killing
Yes.
me,
I
Jo.
got some questions for you.
I'm going over to get her, but as soon as she starts yelling, I'm going back the other direction.
Okay, everybody but Jo, give me a stealth.
Ruby stealth, I rolled a 35 and I had a 40%, so I succeeded.
Okay, I rolled a 21, and my stealth is, I don't have a stealth, it says 20% behind it, so I assume I just failed.
You did. You want to spend luck?
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. I'll spend 2 luck. Or I need a match. Is that
Yeah, you
fine?
can match it.
I rolled a 10 and my stealth is 40.
Wow, okay, excellent. So the 3 of you kind of get around behind a collection of already packed jars, and the foreman look down at you, Jo, and hey, what are you doing down there? You stay right there. And they move towards you on the catwalk and to like the corner of this room where they get to a descending flight of steps. How'd you get in here? What? Oh, you're one of them. This has been a Sounds of Steel production.